Hello, this is Veronica Campbell from Integrated Manual Physical Therapy. I'm going to be demonstrating a dynamic stretch. These exercises are intended for patients of Integrated Manual Physical Therapy. So if you are going to do these exercises and try this, please consult with either your physical therapist or physician before starting anything new. So this first dynamic exercise is a dynamic stretch for hamstring mobility and neural mobility, really affecting everything from like your plantar nerves to your sciatic nerve to your dura to your cranial fascia. If you're familiar with anatomy trains, the superficial back line, this is really great for that. So I like to use this in the morning to sort of assess what my mobility is like of the day and get my system moving before I do activities and before I start my day. So what I like to do, I'm going to turn sideways here so you can see this, is I like to first just keep my legs straight and slide my arms down my body and see where my starting point is. So right now I can kind of get to my ankles and I feel tension in my hamstrings and my back. And so that's my starting point. So then what I do is I lace my fingers together, move my feet a little wider apart, and I put my forearms on the tops of my thighs. And so what you're doing then is pressing your forearms into your thighs and using pressure to push your legs gently backwards while you're lifting your bottom up. Hence the exercise is called bottoms up. And so as you do this with breath, you let your head hang. So make sure to really let your head hang and work with this sort of slow going into a squat and out of a squat, lifting your bottom up in between. When you're starting this, depending on your sensitivity of your back and your flexibility, you may have to start with your back a little more rounded. And then as you work through, you may work with your back a little more flat. So you can play with the position of your spine to modify to your needs. If you have balance issues, I like to have either the couch in front of you or the couch behind you so you can catch yourself if you need to. I usually like to do somewhere between 8 to 20. And so again, working with breath. And after you're done, you want to sort of walk yourself back up and then slide yourself back down and recheck and see where you're at. And so for me, it's much easier to reach the ground